Alright, I've decided to celebrate 13 subscribers. No, I was going to do this anyway, but I got 13 subscribers and I thought it's about time that I thank all these new people that have been coming in relatively recently for their subscription. So, since I missed 10, I thought, well, I'll wait for a couple more and I'll just thank everybody for subscribing at 13. Got 13 subscribers, so I thank everybody that has subscribed, not just the, 7 or 8 that have done so recently. I thank everybody, and other than that, I thought I would do a propagation. I cut this stem. Clearly it's just a long, ugly stem with one leaf at the end of it. And yeah, I've got the dirt ready, so my hands are dirty. I just thought, might as well do a bit of a propagation. So, a few days ago, I made sure to have plenty of water. Got plenty of hydration into this stem. Here I've got some very dry dirt, or potting soil, I guess. It's not, wild dirt. I have done that. But I got some potting soil. And I will cut a bit off of this, put it in the potting soil, add some aquarium water, and we'll be off to the races, as they say. Okay, I'm actually going to do a little bit of measuring and come back as sticking. I think I'll add the water first, so when we get back I'll have moist soil with a hole, and you'll just see how long this ends up being in the pot. Be back in a second, your time at least. Alright, I've got some waterproof soil. It really doesn't want to play. It's still dry, but I've got it a little clumpy. I'll fight with it some more. It's been literally a couple of years since the soil in this bag has seen moisture, so it's scared of it. So it's gonna take a bit to convince it that it wants to soak up the water, but it will. Just give it time. It's good soil, it's just very dry. And here's how much I cut off. Got about that much left. And I'm going to, rather than starting with water, I'm just going to stick it into, maybe I didn't cut quite enough off. Oh, I'm showing you stuff you don't care to see. I'm just going to stick it in there. Except, I think I'm going to have to cut a little more off. I cut it a little long. That's fine. Cut long, you can cut twice. Okay, I will be back when it's situated and show you the actual level that I put it at, because I don't want it sticking out that much. Be back in a second, your time. Alright, I decided to poke it in there sideways, and I'll probably put this other little bit in too, just to see if it'll grow. Probably not that big long one, but I'll put this other bit in. It'll either rot under the soil or it'll grow at some point. Oh, this one. Not this one. This one's getting tossed. Put it over here. Yeah, that one's getting tossed. But I might stick this one in. It's going to somebody else, but I'll be able to watch it as it grows. So, we'll see what this one does. Plus, I'm going to have it until it grows a couple of leaves. I like to give plants if I'm giving them to somebody, I like them to have 3 leaves minimum. Basically, if I'm starting with 1 leaf, then it's got to grow 2. The next leaf basically might grow while it's trying to grow roots. Kind of like over here with the Monstera. It had this big leaf and then it had another one. Well, that one died, so I cut it, blah, blah, blah. But then, while it was growing this leaf, it also grew roots. And forgive those bits of soil floating in the water. Like I said, very dry potting soil I'm using. So yeah, grew those roots, which is decent now, while growing this leaf. So, this might do the same. It might grow roots while growing a leaf. Well, by the time it grows 2 more, if it grows roots kind of like that did, you'll have decent roots. And 3 leaves. So, yeah. It'll be a 3-leaf plant when I send it to its new home. But anyway, I'm going to bury that sideways. I'm going to bury this sideways. And we'll see what happens. Alright, everything is way off center, but the stem is going across the pot sideways, and then the other one is beside it. So, we'll see what happens. This, I suspect, will grow from over here on the side, but I'm hoping it'll push up, at least 1 more as it gets toward the center. If not, it will probably just look like a very lopsided plant. But I'm hoping it'll push up some stalks, toward the center at some point. But anyway, they're both in there. This long piece is out, waiting for, the trash or something. Kind of hard to throw it away. I kind of want to experiment with it. We'll see. So yeah, I got 2 in here. The one has a leaf. I suspect it will grow there. And we'll see if somebody else comes up anywhere else. Because the soil is so dry, we put soil in the bottom of there. And we'll just take the pot and plop it in there, and it's going to overflow. It's too full. Too full. I'll just put it in the tank. Like I've already said, there's no fish in there, so I'll just put it in. Woo! And it's really full. Okay. I'll just let the plant sit there for now. That's not the best little saucer. But it should let me know when it soaks some of that up. So, there we go. New cutting. And we'll watch it and see what it does. Talk to you next time.